Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück bei Gabriel Ritter. Wir sind gerade aus der Wohnung von Madame Casano hinausgegangen und ich weiß gar nicht, was ich jetzt machen soll. Ich denke, ich gucke mich mal in der Stadt weiter um.
I'm not going back on the street looking like this.
Wir sind in einer Bar. Okay.
The door leads to Charter Street. A street drummer has found a spot outside the Napoleon House. Fancy old liquor bottles contribute to the general decor. The Napoleon House is one of the French Quarter's very old, very classic neighborhood bars and restaurants. Gabriel is found here frequently. A small table, recently deserted, holds the remains of someone's drink. Several fine old oils line the walls of the bar. Several fine old oils line the walls of the bar. Several fine A chandelier casts a dim glow over the room.
You know, Sam, you're just about the worst chess player I ever knew.
Shut up, Marcus.
It's a bust of Napoleon. How apropos. It's a bust. An unhappy-looking man explores the dangers of drinking alone. The bar is a 19th century antique in lovingly polished walnut. The bar. A young man is deep into conversation with his girlfriend and feeling no pain. A young woman is enjoying drinks with her boyfriend.
Kinda cute. Nah.
An old wooden table holds some drinks and an ashtray. A man in a loud tie stares morosely at a chessboard. A sharp-eyed gentleman in a grey sports coat hunches over a chessboard, chuckling to himself. That tabletop has an inlaid chessboard.
Das ist irgendwie voll cool, dass der Tisch da so dieses Brett da drin hat.
Gabriel and the bartender are old pals. His name is Stonewall King, and he knows everybody round here.
What's up?
Buddy, I think the place you're looking for is down on Bourbon.
You know, Sam, you're just about the worst chess player I ever knew.
Shut up, Marcus.
Shut up, Marcus.
What's up?
Buddy.
Hi, how's it going?
Could you excuse us? We're talking here.
Hello there.
Excuse me. I was talking to the lady.
And she was listening raptly, I'm sure.
Voll unhöflich.
Can I ask you some questions?
I'm trying to be with my lady here, pal.
Far be it from me to stand in the way of romance. Can I ask you some questions?
Sure. You want to know my sign?
On second thought, I don't think you could help. Forget it.
You peckabud.
Can I ask you some questions?
I'm here to relax, friend. Buzz off.
Right. Sorry.
Buzz off.
Hi, how's it going?
It's been worse.
Business picking up?
Some. Mostly locals, as usual.
You ever get tired of tending bar for a living?
Never thought much about doing anything else.
The weather's pretty crappy out there today.
I wouldn't know. I'd never get out of here before dark.
This looks like a lively crowd.
Lively crowds are trouble. These guys just sit and drink. That makes me happy.
Hi, how's it going?
It's been worse.
Could I ask you a few questions?
Sure. I'm not too busy at the moment.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
Greatest city in the world. I'd never want to live anywhere else.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
This city must get 1 million tourists a year, especially around Mardi Gras.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
A lot of people come here 'cause they think it's mysterious. All that talk about voodoo.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
You should probably find a book on the subject, you know.
Tell me about yourself.
A good bartender listens to other people's life stories without telling his own.
Tell me about yourself.
A good
What's the significance of St. John's Eve?
All I know is it's some kind of voodoo holiday.
What's the significance of St. John's Eve?
People who believe in that stuff think it's a real special night. Magical.
What's the significance of St. John's Eve?
People who believe in...
Does the phrase Cabri sans corps mean anything to you?
You know what goes in it?
I don't think it's a drink.
Oh, then I probably don't know anything about it.
Naja, ich glaube schon, dass Barkeeper noch andere Interessen haben außer Drinks.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Voodoo? I don't believe in it myself. I invented a drink once called Laveau's Tomb, but it wasn't very popular. Some people do believe, though. Even some of our regulars here at Napoleon House.
Interessant.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
I'm no expert. You might want to talk to someone who believes in it.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
It's all over the papers. Some kind of serial killings.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Well, they say a lot of voodoo stuff is found near the bodies.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Everybody's talking about them. It's starting to scare off the tourists.
Nicht gut fürs Geschäft.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Everybody's...
Have you ever heard of Marie Laveau?
Sure. She's kind of the patron saint of voodoo in New Orleans. Don't know too much about her, but tourists sure get off on all that stuff.
Have you ever heard of Marie Laveau?
There's a voodoo museum in town. They'd know more about it than I do.
Do you know anything about snakes?
What about them?
Oh, just anything.
Man, you ask the weirdest questions. I don't know anything about snakes.
Da hat er recht. Die Fragen sind wirklich komisch.
Do you know anything about snakes?
I told you I don't know. I don't care either.
Do you know anything about black voodoo?
Black voodoo? Nah. I prefer not to think about that kind of stuff personally. Crime, perversion, weirdos. Just makes me depressed.
Do you know anything about black voodoo?
Black voodoo?
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
Never heard of it.
Do you know anything about Veves?
Never heard of it.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
Come Mardi Gras, you see all kinds of masks in here.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
Come Mardi.
Can you tell me anything about a secret voodoo hound fool?
Are you kidding? Around here? Hope they aren't serving drinks.
Well, if they are, I don't think anyone in his right mind would want one. Tell me about the street musicians around here.
I like music as much as the next guy, but they get pretty monotonous sometimes, you know? Like that drummer right outside. They say there's been a drummer outside Napoleon House since the day it opened. I like drums, but this character really gets on my nerves. It sounds like the same thing over and over. I just want to say, enough already.
Sounds like my life.
Spielt monoton.
Tell me about the street musicians around here.
Don't know what else I could say.
What can you tell me about your regulars in here?
This crowd, the ones you see, are mostly regulars. That guy and girl in the corner come here a lot. When they're not fighting, they're all over each other. In other words, they're in love.
What can you tell me about your regulars in here?
See those old guys at the chess table? That's Sam and Marcus. They played every day for 20 years. Sam, the one with the purple jacket, he's lost every one of those games. It's not that he's a bad player. I've seen him beat guys twice as good as Marcus. But Marcus has Sam so psyched out, he loses his nerve every time. By the way, Sam, the chess player, he's into that voodoo stuff. He's always talking about spells and gree-gree and stuff.
Really? Thanks.
Okay. Ja, dass ihn andauernd schlägt. Liegt er dann daran, dass er irgendwie ihm seine Moral kaputt gemacht hat, irgendwie.
What can you tell me about your regulars in here?
I'd call you a regular, Gabe. And one of our local writer celebrities, too. Been coming in here, what, 10 years now?
Don't remind me.
We're still waiting for that bestseller.
Don't hold your breath.
No.
What can you tell me about your regulars in here?
That's about all I can say about this crowd.
So what has Sam told you about voodoo?
Well, about 50 years ago, Sam was too shy to talk to this pretty girl he was in love with. He went to a voodooine and had her make him a love charm. It was a little pouch that he had to bury under the girl's front porch. Well, he buried the pouch, and the next day he went up and talked to the girl, and sure enough, she didn't reject him. Now she's his wife. Poor guy.
Dieser poor guy. Klingt ja so, als hätte er die Frau bekommen, die er haben wollte.
So what has Sam told you about voodoo?
That's about all I can remember.
Vielen Dank, der Herr.
Nothing like a good game of chess, huh?
Yeah, well, this isn't a good game. This is torture.
Oh well, have fun. What do you guys do when you're not playing chess?
I used to be a jeweler. Marcus here was a butcher. Come to think of it, he still is. Now we just sit here and play chess all day. Actually, Marcus plays. I just sit here and let him win.
You come here a lot, don't you?
Every ever-loving day of my life for 20 years.
Nothing like a good game.
Yeah.
Oh well. So, having a good game?
Shh. I'm concentrating.
Fine. All right. Sorry to bother you, but could I ask you a few questions?
I'm not the chatty type, am I, Sam?
No, you old bastard, you're not.
Besides, I'm busy sucking poor old Sam dry. Go bug someone else.
You're a real sweetheart, Marcus, you bastard.
Excuse me. I hate to interrupt your game, But could I ask you a few questions?
But game! This isn't a game! It's a slaughter!
He's right, you know, so let me die in peace, would you?
Ich will irgendwie mit ihm sprechen. Was habe ich denn hier? Okay.
The small bottle is labeled Master Gambling Oil.
Meisterspieler, das können wir doch jetzt gebrauchen.
Got a second, Sam? It's about your game.
I don't have a game, that's my problem. Don't you touch those chess pieces while I'm gone, you bastard.
I ain't never needed to cheat yet, you loser.
Thought you might be interested in this gambling oil.
Let me see that. Master Gambling Oil. What's it for?
This is a powerful voodoo oil.
Ah, go on. Really?
This voodoo oil could make a nun get lucky.
Really? You think it really works, huh?
I'd stake my reputation as a novelist on it.
'Cause using voodoo might not be fair.
Don't you ever wonder why Marcus wins every time?
Marcus? Using voodoo? That old bastard.
Pitiful, isn't it?
Let me see that bottle. Oh, this looks authentic.
Oh, it is.
If I could really beat that bastard. Stonewall, give me a Pim's cup, would you?
Coming up, Sam.
How much you think I'd have put in here?
Careful. You don't want to overdo it. Too much luck can be dangerous.
What? There's no such thing as too much. Now stand back.
Come
Placebo.
on already. I'm ready to checkmate.
We'll see about that, Mr. Schmuddy Big Mouth.
Moral wieder gestärkt.
Checkmate! Checkmate, you bastard!
Son of a bitch.
20 years I've been waiting to say that. Checkmate, checkmate, checkmate!
You are the biggest butthead Sam Singleton that I ever met.
Checkmate!
Kein guter Gewinner.
You can just put this chessboard where the sun don't shine.
Oh.
Hallelujah! I did it! Yippee!
Nice game.
Nice game. Hell, I was brilliant! Course, I gotta give some of the credit to that oil of yours. I've been losing to that guy for 20 years. If you ever need a favor, you come to Sam, you hear?
Will do. So, how do you feel now?
Couldn't be better.
So, how do you...
Couldn't...
Can I ask you some questions now?
Look, I'd be glad to help you out, but I've been stuck in this bot too long to know much about anything.
Aber ich wollte doch... Aber... Hä?
It's a clay mold of Madame Kazunu's snake bracelet.
Ach, der ist doch Juwelier gewesen oder so.
Could you do anything with this?
What is this? A clay mold? Well, I am a jeweler, you know. And I owe you one. Would you like me to cast this for you?
If you can.
You got it, pal. Actually, it'll be a pleasure to get my tools out. First time in years. I've been too busy playing that goddamn game. I'll have the bracelet tomorrow. Meet me here.
Great, thanks.
Juhu, dann ab geht's.
It's getting late. Gabriel decides to go home for the day.
Okay.
Excuse me, I'm going inside.
Oh, excuse me, I'm afraid St. George's is closed for the day.
I'm not a customer. I'm here to see the owner.
Why don't you just leave your name and number with me, and I'll tell him you stopped by.
Listen, if Gabriel is here, he'll want to see me. Is he here?
Really couldn't say for certain, but in the morning...
Gracie, say goodnight.
Oh.
You came. I didn't think you would.
I didn't think I would either.
Your eyes. Oh, I could show you around a little. It's not much, but...
Please, don't. I couldn't focus on much of anything right now.
Yeah, I know. God, what is it about you?
Just shut up and kiss me.
Oha, oha, uhu. The silent treatment.
You're not speaking to me this morning?
Don't be silly. I just have nothing to say.
Have it your way.
Oh, sie mag ihn. Die ist eifersüchtig. Ich finde Grace sowieso irgendwie besser für ihn.
There is nothing to operate there.
Lass mich die Zeitung lesen.
Times-Picayune, dated June 21st, 1993. Gabriel's eye is immediately drawn to an article about the voodoo murders. He scans it quickly.
I don't believe this. They've closed the case.
What case?
The voodoo murders case. The paper says that the police have learned that the murders were the result of an underworld cartel war and that the war is over.
That's not good.
It's ridiculous. What about the killers? And the voodoo angle, they never got anything on that.
I know you were into it, Gabriel. But if it's over, that's hardly a negative. Anyway, if you're that upset, why don't you talk it over with your pal Mosley?
You don't get it, Grace. Just forget it, okay?
Gabriel decides to check his horoscope, despite his disgust. Death walks close to you today. Resist temptation, lest his eye fall on you too.
Peachy. Don't mind if I do.
Do what?
Oh, nothing. So, what's new, Grace?
Your use of mathematics, for one thing. These books are unbelievable.
What can I say? I refuse to be bound by rules.
The strap marks on your bedpost speak otherwise.
Did I ever tell you that you're actually... Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
I know you shouldn't be messing with it, and I know you will anyway.
Do you know anything about a secret voodoo hound fool?
In New Orleans?
I think so.
No, I don't. But it sounds dangerous. You're not going to try to find this voodoo group yourself, are you?
Would I do that?
Ja, irgendwie schon.
Are you sure you don't know anything about animal masks?
I don't. Honest.
Do you know anything about Veve?
I told you, I can't help you with that.
Do you know anything about black voodoo?
Black voodoo? Now, what are you getting yourself into?
Nothing you need to know about. Do you?
I know there are dark forms of any major religion. Where there's a yin, there's a yang.
Speaking of yin and yang...
But no, I don't know anything really about voodoo, dark or otherwise. Sorry.
Do you have messages for me?
Nope. None right now.
Could you do some research for me?
Sure, what?
I have a pattern I need you to research.
How interesting. What is it?
It's a reconstruction of the tracings they found around the murder victims. The ones done in flour and blood.
Ugh! You shouldn't carry this kind of thing around. Who knows what these symbols mean?
Well, wear your evil banishing gloves if you want, but check it out for me, would you?
I'll see what I can find out. Anything else?
I can't think of anything.
Okay.
Na gut, dann reden wir halt nicht darüber. Das sehe ich jetzt erst. Da steht jemand. Ih.
Have you noticed this guy outside the shop?
Yeah. He gives me the creeps. I wish he'd go away.
Get the hell out of here.
The figure outside does not respond.
Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here.
Na gut. Immer.
I've got some things I need to do.
Don't hurry back on my account.
Sam, my man.
Hey there, it's you. I got that bracelet for you. This piece was a real toughie. For some reason, the metal just wasn't setting. I must be out of practice.
Well, it looks good to me. Thanks, Sam.
No problem. By the way, I'm heading out of town tonight.
Yeah, where to?
Marcus used to tell me that if I ever beat him at chess, he'd take me around the world.
The old bastard has enough money stuffed in his mattress to cover the federal deficit, and he hates spending a penny of it. I'm gonna enjoy watching him squirm through every mile.
Sounds like fun. Good luck.
Are you kidding? Luck is my middle name.
Oh, voll cool für die beiden. So, wo gehe ich jetzt hin? Keine Ahnung.
Sam's replica of Madame Cazeneu's snake bracelet looks just like the original. There's no writing on the bracelet.
Ich guck mal, ob ich irgendwo noch nicht war, dann gehe ich da mal hin. Oh, voll schön hier.
Gabriel is standing on the balcony of a building across the street from Jackson Square. On the balcony are 4 mounted binoculars. It's been overcast all week. The air has been moody and thick. Strange weather for June. The Pontalba buildings are historical landmarks, built in 1849 and 1850 as residential apartments.
Voll cool, wie viel man hier lernt in dem Spiel.
The Presbytery. This building was begun by the Spaniards in 1795 after a fire in Jackson Square. It was intended for monks, but now it houses historical exhibits. Gabriel is standing on the St. Louis Cathedral. The original church on this site was built in 1724 and was named for Louis IX of France. That church burnt in the Great Fire of 1788. The present church dates from 1851. Nice plant. 4 pairs of binoculars are rigorously mounted on the cement floor. Gabriel is standing.
Huch.
That's Crash. What the hell is he up to with that drummer?
Da muss ich mal jetzt schnell hinterher.
The drummer is busy. The drummer is busy. Crash is huddled in a pew. He looks seriously ill.
Ill? Okay.
Hey, what are you doing here?
I'm praying. Leave me alone.
Why are you praying?
I'm praying for my life, man.
You look pretty sick. Shouldn't you be in the hospital?
Hospital wouldn't do nothing. Leave me alone.
You look pretty sick. I need to talk to you. Ask you some questions.
No way, man. I'm too sick. Just go away.
Come on. I have to know what you know about these voodoo people.
You don't know nothing about nothing, man. You're so far out of it, you wouldn't understand anything. Just like that friend of yours, Mosley. Go away.
I'm not like Mosley. I know more than you think I do. I'll believe you.
Forget it, man. It's not worth my breath.
Do you recognize this?
No, don't waste my time.
Do you recognize this? Do you recognize this?
No.
Was will er denn haben von mir?
Do you recognize this?
Where'd you get that?
Why? Do you know something about it?
Know something about it? Look at this.
Crash opens his shirt and reveals a tattoo.
It's the same snake.
It's their sign. The mark of the snake. Without it, they'll never let you get close.
The sign of the snake. Right. Your tattoo, my bracelet. Now, do you believe that I know something about these people?
Yeah. You know about them, I guess.
You look pretty sick. Will you answer some questions for me now?
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll talk to you a little. I'll make it fast.
Oh, sieht der krank aus. Oh.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
Man, see I'm sick? Don't bug me with stupid questions.
Stimmt, aber irgendwie will ich trotzdem draufklicken.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
Nothing. Just leave me alone.
Do you have any idea what Cabri sans cœur means?
I never heard of that.
Tell me what you know about voodoo.
Look, just take some advice. Stay away from this voodoo shit. You don't really want to know, man. Believe me. Just do yourself a favor and leave me alone.
Come on, tell me what you know about voodoo.
I told you, man. Leave me alone. Can't you see I'm dying?
Do you know anything about black voodoo?
Black voodoo? What the hell is that? Voodoo's voodoo, man.
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
I never heard of that.
Do you know anything about Veves?
I never heard of that.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
No. Leave me alone about that shit.
What do you mean? You've seen them, haven't you?
Not me. Leave me alone.
Tell me what you know about a secret voodoo hanfour in New Orleans.
Oh, man. Shut up about that shit. Can't you see I'm sick? Are you trying to kill me?
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
I don't know her. Honest.
Do you know anything about snakes?
The eyes. Snake's eyes. Dambala.
Okay, calm down.
Dambala? Das habe ich schon mal gehört. Okay.
Do you know anything about snakes? Okay. Tell me about yourself.
I'm sick. Dying. Eating a big enchilada. What the fuck else matters?
I saw you talking to that drummer. What did you tell him?
You saw me with the drummer? Nobody's supposed to see. Shit. I blew it again. Promise you won't say nothing to no one. It'll get back to him, everything does. Promise me you won't tell anyone you saw me.
Okay, but you have to tell me everything I want to know.
Okay. Okay. I was sending a message, man. They have these rotter drummers posted around the quarter. They see everything. And they report.
Report? How?
The drums, man. It's some kind of code.
Okay. Ach, und dann der Rhythmus ist dann so eine Art Code. Okay, deswegen auch, dass es so monoton ist.
Tell me about the Rada drums.
I already told you about that.
Hab ich noch irgendwas hier?
Tell me what you know.
All right. There's this is an underground cartel in New Orleans. A voodoo cartel. They control everything that happens on the street. I mean everything. Bought or sold. They have their fingers in the legit world too. Banks, foreign stuff, you name it. There's supposed to be this temple. What you said, a hound form. That's their headquarters. I heard people say it's underground. Somewhere in the French Quarter. I don't know where.
Have you ever been there?
No. I've never been in it. I'm a nobody. A runner. But I saw them once. Out at the lake. They became animals, man. Beasts. I remember the eyes. Oh, the eyes.
Hey, are you okay?
Nein.
The eyes of the snake.
I think I should go get a doctor.
Ach, das kommt ja aber
Hey,
jetzt
are
rechtzeitig.
you alright?
Someone! I need help!
The eyes of the snake. Dambala.
Oh! What snake? Crash!
Crash spasms twice more, then dies as Gabriel watches.
Oh, God. Poor bastard.
Crash's face shows signs of strangulation. His death was not a pleasant one. Crash's body is slumped in the pew. What a place for a violent death. Crash's shirt is closed. There's no point in doing... On Crash's chest is a tattoo of a snake.
I guess I better copy this tattoo.
Crash is dead. He's not going to be very communicative.
Ja, soll ich jetzt einfach gehen? Ich meine, ich muss doch irgendjemandem Bescheid sagen, oder nicht? Offensichtlich nicht. Gut, tschüss.
It's getting late. Gabriel decides to go home for the
Schon
day.
wieder? Okay. Das ging ja schnell.
Hello?
It's me. I can't sleep.
Me neither.
Can I?
Yes, come.
Fünfter Tag.
Are you okay, Gabriel?
Sure. Great. Why?
I'm worried about you.
If I were any better, Grace, I'd be dead. Now, what's up? Did you find out anything about that pattern I gave you?
Yeah, I did find something. I checked the microfiche at the public library. I found an article about a murder in 1810. The newspaper published a part of a pattern found around the body. It looks damn close.
You're incredible. All that work.
Forget it. You got another package this morning. FedEx from Germany.
I was expecting that. Where is it?
Well, it kinda came open, but I salvaged the contents. There was a letter from your great-uncle Wolfgang and a journal.
The package just came open, huh? How'd you like the journal?
Someone has to look after you. You're in trouble. In case you don't know it.
Yeah, you've been reading my horoscope again, haven't you, Grace?
Just read the journal carefully, Gabriel. Please.
I got it. St. George's books. Oh, Professor Hartridge, I'm glad you called. Did you... You did? Wait, slow down. The Aigri? Really? You think that's them? The wheel within a wheel? Ogun Badagri, huh? Well, that does sound like it. Gambala? The snake? That's the wavy pattern at the bottom, okay. The 1791 slave revolt in Santo Domingo. Well, why would the Veve show up there? Okay. Okay. Look, I'll come over as soon as I can. Okay. Relax, Professor. I'm excited too, but you're gonna give yourself a heart attack. Okay. Thanks. See ya.
I wish you'd tell me what's going on. I swear you're gonna step into a hole you may never get out of.
Don't look so worried. No one knows what I'm doing. I'm perfectly safe. And I'm getting some great stuff for the book. Besides, there's something about all this. My dreams.
What about your dreams?
Nothing. I'll be careful, I promise.
Oh, ich mag die beiden.
Times-Picayune, dated June 22nd, 1993. Disgusted with the state of the voodoo murder case, Gabriel turns right to his horoscope. The shadow upon you is no longer reversible.
Wonderful.
Oh,
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Have you ever heard of Dambala?
Ooh, no. Makes my skin crawl, though.
Does Ogun Badagri mean anything to you?
No, sorry.
Do you have messages for me?
Nope. None right now.
Could you do some research for me?
Sure, what?
Could you research Rada drums for me?
Rada drums? Sure. I don't think we have any books on that topic in the shop, but I'll contact our suppliers. Assuming any of them will extend you any credit.
Tell them it's an emergency.
Uh-huh. I can see where a Rada drum book would be incredibly urgent. Anything else?
oh, ich muss mal ganz kurz niesen, Entschuldigung. So, da bin ich jetzt wieder.
I can't think of anything.
Okay.
Somewhere there's a New Orleans phone book missing one of its C pages. It's a newspaper clipping from the year 1810. Gunter Ritter's diary is leather-bound. Its parchment pages are old and fragile.
Gunther Ritter, ja, das kenne ich. Das habe ich schon mal gehört. Der kleine Comic, der innerhalb von der Packung drin war.
The tracing is of a snake tattoo from Crash's chest. The letter is addressed to Gabriel from Wolfgang Ritter.
Ich glaube, den lesen wir mal zuerst, dann haben wir auch eine Ahnung, was da alles gekommen ist.
Wolfgang's letter says,
Dear Gabriel, please read the enclosed journal carefully. It might help you understand your family's special obligations and our current predicament. God be with you, Uncle Wolfgang.
The single sheet of paper doesn't need to be opened. It's a newspaper clipping from the year 1810. The newspaper clipping describes a ritualistic murder in Congo Square. It includes a rough sketch of a pattern found around the body. The sketch is very similar to the reconstructed VV. The newspaper. Gabriel reads through the pages Wolfgang marked. He reads of Gunter Ritter's journey to Charleston as witch hunter, hired by the townsmen to solve a series of ritualistic murders. He reads about Gunter's meeting with a beautiful slave woman, Tetelo, and of Gunter's tormenting urges for her.
Oh, bastard.
He reads of their physical union and passion, and of Gunter's investigations into the murders. The victims were all crew members on a certain slaving expedition to Africa, it seemed. The second to the last entry described Gunter's plan to set a trap for the coven committing the murders. He found the name of one of the surviving members of the crew, a man now living in the West Indies. Gunter has spread a false rumor that the man is returning to Charleston. He himself will impersonate a sailor and allow himself to fall into the hands of the coven. Naturally, Gunter has arranged for able-bodied assistants to follow and attack the coven before they can do him harm.
Halsey's son of a bitch, wasn't he?
Gabriel turns to the final entry of the journal. Gabriel reads through the pages Wolfgang marked. He reads of Gunter Ritter's journey to Charleston as witch hunter, hired by the townsmen to solve a series of ritualistic murders. He reads about Gunter's meeting with...
Oh, bastard.
Gunter... Natural.
Halsey's son of a...
Gabriel...
Okay, den liest er jetzt nicht vor. Geliebter Vater, ich schreibe diese letzten Worte als Entschuldigung für mein Versagen in meinem Leben und für die Schande, die ich unserer Familie zugefügt habe. Letzte Nacht habe ich erfahren, dass die Frau, von der ich schrieb, Tetelo, die Hexe ist, die ich suche. Vater, ich habe mich schrecklicher Verbrechen schuldig gemacht. Erstens, ich habe diese Hexe geliebt. Zweitens, ich habe sie verraten. Drittens, ich habe die heilige Macht unserer Familie dazu missbraucht, sie zu befreien und ihr zu helfen, diese Kolonie zu zerstören. Der Talisman ist verschwunden. Tetelo hat ihn genommen. Ich kann nur noch beten, dass du mir vergeben wirst, dass der Talisman schnell gefunden wird und dass meine Strafe in der Hölle lang und schmerzvoll sein möge. Dein unverdienter Gunther. Okay.
Gabriel, he reads about Gunter.
Oh, Halsey's son.
Nee, okay, liest er nicht vor. Kann ich den guten Wolfgang anrufen? Okay, ich habe hier irgendwo noch die Nummer stehen. Ach, okay. Ja.
No, I can't afford to call Germany again till I've figured more of this out.
Okay. Ich finde halt, dass wir vielleicht ihn anrufen sollten. Aber gut. Ich werde mal ganz kurz speichern. Okay. Ja. Wo soll ich jetzt hin? Keine Keine Ahnung. Ich werde, glaube ich, erstmal zur Uni gehen.
I'm out of here. Try not to sell out the store while I'm gone.
Good luck.
Hey, Hotridge, what's the good word? Hotridge?
Ah,
Oh, God, not again.
Oh, der ist auch tot.
Something about Hartridge's death mask reminds Gabriel of the way Crash checked out. Not a pretty ending.
Als wären sie erdrosselt worden. Erdrosselt, aber ohne dass jemand da gewesen wäre.
Something about Something... Dr. Hartridge's desk is remarkably neat, especially considering the rest of the room. On the desk is a sheet of paper with some scribbled notes. It looks recent.
These notes look interesting.
Hartridge's notes are scribbled on notepad paper.
Was steht da? Der Stamm der Agri... Und dann die Republik Benin? Benin? Keine Ahnung. Ogunba der Gri Dambala.
Hartridge's notes are scribbled on notepad paper.
Okay.
There's nothing of interest in the wastebasket. Gabriel does.
I'm not touching that body.
Vielleicht hat er ja noch irgendwas Wichtiges an sich oder so.
I'm not.
Na gut.
Gabriel scans Greek night at the... There's a notice for a lecture on Before leaving the university, Gabriel notifies campus security about Hartridge's body. The second message made from the voodoo crosses is on the wall.
Let me get these new marks down.
It's Gabriel's sketch of the series of crosses from the Laveau tomb wall, with Magenta Moonbeam's translation penciled in.
Bitte gehe treffen heute Nacht. Bringe Fouet Cash.
It's Gabriel's sketch of the new series of crosses from the Laveau tomb wall. A sign on the front door of Magentia's home reads, attending a channeling seminar until August 1st.
Oh nein! Aber wie soll ich das Ding jetzt übersetzen?
Gabriel checks the two messages for duplicate symbols and transfers the letters from the matches to the new message. He finds that he has the translation for all of the symbols, except for 3.
DJ, bewache, Hä? Ui. Hä? Bewache ihm Liebe nicht weh. Was? Ach so. DJ, bewache. Tu ihm lieber nicht weh. Aha, okay. Keine Ahnung, was ich damit jetzt anfangen soll. Ich bin zu doof. Keine Ahnung.
Why is it so dark in here? Dr. John? Hello? Uh-oh.
Ja.
Gabriel is currently bonding with the museum's python. That would not help to get the python off of Gabriel.
I really don't want to be dead. Can we try that again?
Wir sind gestorben. Oh nein. Ich wusste gar nicht mehr, dass man das kann. Okay. Okay.
Why is it so dark in here?
Okay.
Dr. John? Hello?
Ich glaube, ich erinnere mich jetzt. Oder? Moment. Muss ich irgendwas... ich hab...
This is the last... This is...
ich hab keine Ahnung.
You bastard!
Good day, Mr. Knight.
That thing just tried to kill me.
He did? I am sorry. The museum is closed today, you see, and we were not expecting visitors. But if you will excuse me, Mr. Knight, I must go look for him. He is incredibly valuable.
You don't need to ask twice. I'm out of here. By the way, you might want to lock your door next time you're closed.
Not a bad idea. Goodbye, Mr. Knight.
Ooh.
What happened to you?
Who, me? Nothing. Why?
Well, you're kind of a pale green color. Come here.
Pale green, you say? Charming.
What's that on your face?
I'm sure you'll tell me.
Looks like a sparkly or something. Got it.
I love it when you pick stuff off my face, Grace.
Well, excuse me.
There's something in the ashtray.
Das ist aber nicht das, was sie gesagt hat. Der Aschenbecher ist nicht leer. There is something in the ashtray. Diese Übersetzung ist manchmal nicht so gut.
Looks like the python left me a souvenir. Very interesting.
Aha.
Gabriel is carrying a scale he found near the crime scene at Lake Pontchartrain. It's a snake scale from the Voodoo Museum's Python. This is the last.
Ja, ja.
The magnifying. Gabriel magnifies the snake scale from the Voodoo Museum's Python. It's hued with purples and greens. It matches the scale from Lake Pontchartrain. He places the two scales together. Gabriel magnifies the two scales. The two iridescent scales are a perfect match.
Tja, dann wissen wir ja jetzt, wer bei dem Mord dabei war. Der gute Museums-Typi.
I'm out of here. Try not to sell out the store while I'm gone.
Good luck.
Posted on the door of the museum is a sign saying, "Closed today only." This time the door is actually locked.
Hey, Grace. Here I am.
The excitement of seeing you is killing me.
Okay, was muss ich denn jetzt machen? Oh ja, ich bin zu doof für diese Scheißnotizen. Muss ich mir jetzt das komplette Zeichenalphabet aufmalen? Aber ich weiß ja auch nicht, was ich dann... Hä? Mann, ey.
I'm going out.
Have fun.
I'm sorry to bother you.
Yeah? What can I do for you?
Mind if I pick your brain a minute?
Go ahead. These folks ain't in no hurry.
Do you have any idea what Caprice sans cœur means?
No, can't say that I do.
Do you know anything about a secret voodoo hound four?
I don't know what you talking about.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
I don't know what you talking about.
Do you know anything about bebés?
I don't know what you talking about.
Do you know anything about black voodoo?
Black voodoo? I seen lots of voodoo markings in this cemetery. I seen graves dug up and stuff you don't want to know about stolen from them. But voodoo, black voodoo, sounds like a devil of a distinction, you ask me.
Do you know anything about black voodoo?
I told you it's all one to me.
Do you know anything about rada drums?
I don't know what you talking about.
Have you ever heard of Dambala?
I don't know what you talking about.
Does the name Ogun Badagri mean anything to you?
I don't know what you talking about.
Okay.
What other tombs get marked? Can you show me?
No, I ain't one. Don't.
Gabriel cannot put his sketch back on the wall. Gabriel cannot. Gabriel should at least wait until the watchman is gone before defacing the tomb.
Ja, stimmt. Da habe ich gar nicht dran gedacht. Ich gucke mir das hier nur an. Sie können gerne weitergehen. Ja, so ist gut.
I think I'll leave a message of my own.
Ich habe keine Ahnung. Ich habe absolut keine Ahnung. Ich weiß, glaube ich, der Typ heißt, glaube ich, DJ. DJ. An den sie da immer schreiben. Nee, keine Ahnung. Ich glaube, da muss ich nachgucken. Ich bin gleich wieder da. So, da bin ich wieder. Ja. Um ehrlich zu sein, ich habe das zwar gefunden, aber wie man darauf kommen soll, ist mir bis jetzt nicht ganz schlüssig. Das verstehe ich nicht so ganz. Deswegen, ich will halt irgendwie den Hinweis im Spiel finden. Deswegen, glaube ich, werde ich jetzt erstmal woanders hingehen und gucken, ob ich vielleicht innerhalb des Spiels darauf kommen kann. Also ich weiß, was die Lösung ist, aber ich finde das irgendwie blöd, das jetzt so zu machen. Ich will das irgendwie anders hinkriegen. Gut, dann gehen wir woanders hin.
Got a second, officer?
What can I do you for?
Do you know anything about a secret voodoo hound four?
Hound what?
Hound four. It's a temple.
Huh. Sounds like someone's pulling your leg on that one.
Nein, das gibt's wirklich.
Do you know anything about Veve?
Revees? Never heard of it.
Do you know anything about black voodoo?
Black? Voodoo? Isn't that kind of the same thing?
Actually, no.
Well, all I know about voodoo is to keep away from it. You should too, Knight.
Have you ever heard of Damballa?
No, sounds foreign or something.
Does Ogun Badaikri mean anything to you?
Hell no.
Do you know anything about Rada drums?
I like Lawrence Welk myself.
Okay.
I'm here to see Detective Mosley.
He's in his office. Go on back. Has that beignet guy been by yet today? I'm starved.
I haven't seen him in a while. I don't think he's coming by here anymore.
Damn. You can't count on anything these days.
One of the Getty drummers watches the police station.
Getty drummers? Okay.
Hey.
Night, I had a feeling you'd show up. Night, I hate to tell you this, but you're out of a book. The Voodoo Murders case has been closed.
I had a feeling you were going to say that, son of a bitch.
Honey, I'm home.
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
Do you have any idea what Cabri sans cœur means?
Hell no. Is that French? My mother spoke it, but I always had a hard enough time just speaking English.
True enough. Do you know anything about a secret voodoo hound four?
Oh, come on. Someone's pulling your leg, Knight.
Are you sure?
There's nothing secret about voodoo in New Orleans. There's a museum, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, but that's the stuff they want you to see.
You're getting mighty paranoid, Knight.
Nein. Das ist keine Paranoia. Das ist die Wahrheit.
Do you know anything about veves?
What?
Veves. They're ritualistic patterns used in voodoo. You know, like those marks we found around the body.
You know what the department says about that, Knight. That voodoo stuff is faked.
Yeah, well, they're wrong. These veves...
Look, just stop worrying about them marks. I don't think they're relevant.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
Animal masks? You mean like those Halloween masks they sometimes use in robberies?
I don't think so. More like real animals.
Never ran across anything like that.
Do you know anything about black voodoo?
Black voodoo? Sounds like a put-on to me.
Have you ever heard of Damballa?
You mean gumbo?
No, I mean Damballa.
Never heard of it.
Gumbo ist ein Gericht. Das ist, glaube ich, ziemlich lecker. Das ist so eine Art Eintopf. Fischeintopf, glaube ich.
Does the name Ogun Badakri mean anything to you?
Say what?
Ogun Badakri. It's a voodoo loa.
Speak English or shut up, Knight.
Sorry, I didn't mean to confuse you. Guess I'll take that as a no. Do you know anything about rada drums?
No.
They're these African drums, and they're being used all over the French Quarter to send messages for the voodoo cartel.
Yeah, right. When them drums announce a blue light special at OK Mart, let me know.
Oh Mann, ey.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
I told you, don't worry about that part of it. It's all faked.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
The case is closed. There's nothing more to discuss.
What's the status on the voodoo murders case?
The case? What case? I told you, the voodoo murders case is closed.
How can you just close it? It's not solved, is it?
Oh, it's solved. Turns out the Chicago Mafia was trying to invade local territory, using Mississippi for drug running now that Florida's so hot. What we had here was a little resistance from local businessmen. Word came in this morning that the Chicago group is giving up and pulling out of New Orleans.
But that doesn't bring the killers to justice.
Well, the boys upstairs seem to figure it this way. Let the slime kill each other. Better the vermin we know than the Chicago vermin, I guess. The attitude in the department is that we've just been done a huge favor. Well, they're probably right.
What about the local cartel? Are you just gonna let them go?
At least they're part of us. We'll deal with them over time, always have. New Orleans is pretty clean that way, you know.
Well, that's the illusion, isn't it?
Look, I'm not totally in agreement here either, but what can I do? These guys are not about to get caught. I'm disappointed about the book, too. Look, next big murder case I get, I'll call you in and we'll do that one up right, okay? In fact, I could probably dig up some old cases and you could spice them up.
No, thanks.
Ja, genau. Das ist doch alles Grütze.
Crash is dead.
What? What are you talking about? I let him go yesterday.
Yeah, and I watched him die yesterday at St. Louis Cathedral.
At the cathedral? Guess he was trying to get a last-minute A-train ticket, eh? Poor bastard.
I think you should go find the body at the morgue. He was killed by the voodoo cult. Crash said.
Crash said? Did he mention pink elephants, too?
Aren't you going to investigate?
Civilians. Did you actually see someone kill him?
No. Actually, I was with him when he died. Could have been poison, though.
Yeah, well, when they get the body in, they'll do a quick autopsy. Standard procedure. If it's anything other than an overdose, I'll get a report. But it won't happen. I know these guys. Lock them up overnight, and they tend to overdo it the next day.
Your professionalism is astonishing. There's been another murder. A professor at Tulane.
Oh, Christ, you're not gonna start this again.
Just listen. This guy's name is Hartridge. He was a professor in African studies at Tulane. Yesterday, I went to see him about the voodoo murders case. He agreed to do some research for me. He calls me up this morning, tells me he's onto something big. And when I get over there, the guy's dead.
You know, you're really getting your ass in a sling over this thing, Knight.
It's not about me. Look, Hartridge's death looked just like Crash's. I'm telling you, they were both murdered. And by the same people who did the voodoo murders.
Did either Crash or this new guy have their hearts ripped out?
No.
Then there's nothing to link either to the voodoo murders, M.O. Besides that, the case is closed, Knight. If the coroner's report asks for a homicide investigation on either of these guys, fine. But it's not going to be related to the voodoo murders case unless we find damn good reason to do so.
But I'm the link to the voodoo murders case, don't you see?
Look, if I were you, I wouldn't repeat that to anyone. If I weren't an old friend of yours, I might take you seriously and lock you up. As it is, maybe you should start keeping your mouth shut. Not involve other people with this shit if you think it's so dangerous.
I took this tracing from a tattoo on Crash's chest. It's related to the underworld voodoo cult.
Yeah? What makes you think that?
It's what Crash said just before he died.
Well, he was probably hallucinating from the drugs he OD'd on. Probably got that in the Navy or something.
No, I'm sure it's related. It's a snake seed, and
the case is closed, Gabriel.
I have this snake bracelet. It's a replica of one used in secret voodoo ceremonies a few decades ago.
The case is closed, Gabriel.
Oh, wie kann man nur so doof sein? Ich hab doch hier...
You know those marks you found around the murder victims? This is a reconstruction of the whole pattern.
The case is closed, Gabriel.
This is the first page.
Naja, okay. Wie es weitergeht, das seht ihr beim nächsten Mal. Ich bedanke mich fürs Zuschauen. Tschö,